Right now, we are finding out that a whole bunch of refugees from Sudan are coming into the country of Hambola. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't have particular thoughts, but it is a very dire issue, and there's quite a few coming over, and it's become a huge issue because there's overcrowding in the camps.
Our current estimation that we have requested from various donors is around 90 million. So that's just like our initial startup phase of 3 months, which is where we need to actually build the capacity of the camps. We have to start up the camps. We have to make sure that the infrastructure is up and running. That will also include things like maintenance that may come up within the next 3 months. When a humanitarian crisis comes up, we are constantly working on proposals and we are constantly applying for funding because we know that the $90 million is going to run out. But our main focus right now in a humanitarian response is the first 3 months to kind of like stabilize the situation.
OCHA is working with humanitarian partners around the world to identify the most critical humanitarian needs, plans, and responses, and determine the budgets needed to address them. In order to respond to this crisis, international NGOs and local bodies are working to create responses that touch on water, sanitation and hygiene, health and nutrition, shelter and non-food items, food, logistics, education, protection, and camp coordination and camp management.
To protect specifically for gender-based violence, what we want to do is that we are trying our best to increase the number of spaces that we have for women. We think that it's unacceptable in a time like this. Obviously, vulnerable populations come up and there are people that are at a significant greater disadvantage than others. And it was just really saddening and disappointing to hear that things like this are happening within camps where refugees go for safety, for comfort, to escape the trouble that they've already been going through. But UNHCR does have protection principles, and we do have recommendations that we put in place to address these kinds of things. So I feel like, especially in times like these, it's so important to stand up for the refugees and stand with the refugees and let people know that UNHCR is not going to accept this kind of behavior.
August McDonald, City News, South Humbola.